What's good, everybody? This is Chris. This is another video for the channel High Vibrations, and this is where I talk about self-development, self-mastery, learning to generate health, wealth, and happiness in your life. And these are the three pillars that we can actually control to have an abundant and happy lifestyle of our choosing. So anyway, a lot of these techniques and tactics I've learned and I've implemented over the years, and it's what got me to where I'm at today. So I want to share these with you guys. I'm not looking to make money off them or sell a course around it. I'm just sharing what worked for me. Maybe there'll be some, advanced workshops and stuff like that in the future, but these videos are really just geared towards me getting the content out there. So today's video, I want to talk about the importance of your environment versus your mind state. It's a really important differentiation to make. And the reason is because what happens is a lot of people confuse things and think that their mind state is more important than their environment. And what happens is your mind state is kind of like motivation, where it comes and it goes, and there's good days and bad days, and some days you're motivated, some days you're not. The same thing with your mind state for most people is, sometimes it's a challenge for people to stay in the mind state they want to stay in. And that's some of the things we'll talk about on this channel as well, but more so the importance that I want to get across in this video is how your environment actually trumps mind state, because your environment is what you're exposed to and what you're forced into being every day and every week, every month. You're gonna live in the same house or in the same area. I grew up as having divorced parents, so I lived between two houses, but whatever your routine is, you have exactly that. It's a routine, it's a habit, it's what you're comfortable with. So that's your environment, and your environment is really important in fostering creativity and also just generating happiness for your life. Like I said, your environment is extremely important and it influences your mind state. And so that's why your mind state isn't powerful enough to overcome your environment. So if you really want to make a change and enhance your life, change your environment. And the best way to do that is to remove yourself from negative people. So if you find yourself hanging out with people that are always complaining, or they're always getting into trouble, or they're always having problems happen in their own life, you probably need to stop hanging out with them. It's not a judgment on them, but it's a thing about you. Are you going to jeopardize your life and your well-being in order to watch out for the feelings of some people that are actually trying to drag you down to their level? When people have your best intentions in mind, and it's very rare that they do, but it's very common that they portray themselves that they actually do. So in the end, when it's all said and done, when it really counted, did they really have your back when it counted? So you really want to get your environment, your mind state, get all that figured out. And the best way to change your mind state is by adjusting your environment. It's like guardrails on a racetrack. It's gonna force you to stay in some sort of line. So you want to go over the top and put yourself into situations and create your environment to what you want it to become. Anything from changing the paint on your wall, to getting some art, to the way you dress, the way you keep your house clean. This is very important. If you live in a messy environment, it's going to affect you drastically. And I know this because I've lived on both sides of the coin. When I was younger, in my 20s, I've lived, basically a frat house lifestyle, to a bachelor pad to lifestyle, to, living with girlfriends, and, all these different stages, types of living arrangements. I've been through all these different stages is what I'm saying, and I found what works best for me. And what works best for me is living more on the minimalist side. So that means living with a girl, for instance, is somewhat challenging, or so I've yet to find, especially with just all the stuff that comes along with it, from the closet space to just a lot of things. So I like to have things kind of minimalized. I like to have my routine. My morning routine is extremely important. Everything down to the artwork on the walls, to the way that the sun, to the temperature. These are all extremely important details that you shouldn't overlook. And you want to have those details plus more, addressed to get you in the right mind state and feeling just a powerful energy, the best version of yourself that you can. You got to feel that from the inside out and put that energy out there into the universe. Anyway, a good example of having a different mindset and trying to change your mindset without changing your environment would be the same as an ant trying to walk the direction of north, but it doesn't realize that the environment that it's in, and it could be standing on an elephant's back. and that elephant could be walking south, but the ant's walking north. So it thinks it's putting in, hard day's work of walking north, but it really just walked in the direction of north, even though the whole entire environment that it's in is traveling south. So it's a good way to think about trying to invest when you're in debt. It just doesn't work. You have to get out of debt before you can actually invest. You have to really kind of break yourself out of the current environment in order to properly change your mindset, and not only properly change it, but to change it over time. Your environment will force you into a new mindset. Start by just wiping everything out of your life you can. Anything that causes clutter, time, space that you're not using, that doesn't serve a purpose, just get rid of as much as you can. And it's not going to happen overnight. It's taken, it's a journey. And it might be better to remove a lot at first and just start from scratch, and then you start adding things in and you see where they don't fit anymore. So you want to kind of thin things out and then see what works best and what actually serves you. Be careful when you add more stuff to your life, and just think about everything you add into your life. How is it serving me? What is it going to cost in terms of time, energy, responsibility? And what do I need to watch out for on the downside of things? Because everyone always looks at the upsides, but they don't look at the downsides going into things. And then they find out later on, there's always a downside to something. So you have to explore the pros and the cons. So anyway, I just really wanted to talk about that. Just your environment always going to trump your mind state, and don't think that, waking up one day or watching some motivational videos, you get a sense of motivation, a streak of motivation, but it's going to be short-lived. So change your environment, change your life. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, check out the website, hichris.com. That's got all of our great information, a lot of more detailed information that's even on YouTube. And then also you can sign up for the newsletter there. Thanks for following the channels. Make sure to check out the other channels. Obviously we got Hi Chris with the cannabis content, and then Crypto Chris with the alternative investments. Make sure to check that out. Leave comments. I respond to the comments. Even if you don't like the video, leave a comment on why you don't like the video. Give me some tips on how I can improve the videos. And also, if you have any questions or topics you want me to cover, just leave them below in the comments. All right, guys. Thanks.